Yo, what is up, guys? So the question that I want to answer today is 1 million enough to retire? Someone asked this question, and I think a lot of blinders want to achieve financial freedom and they want to live that FIRE lifestyle. And so we're going to try to help this techie out and give him some advice. So the title of this thread says, is 1 million enough to retire? Then looks like they work at DoorDash. He is a 32-year-old male. He's partnered and he's not planning to have kids. My monthly spend is relatively low. Currently, my net worth is close to 1 million. 300K in 401k. He's got 300K in real estate, 400K in cash and equities, index funds, market savings account, blah, blah, blah. I really hate my job. Would like to do something I like with 1/20th of the total comp that I have or just volunteer. So far, my monthly spend is around 3K in the US. That's really good. Seems like you live in a low cost of living. He says he's planning to leave the US and retire in Southeast Asia. My home country has medical insurance for every citizen with less than $100 per month. So my monthly spend will be around 1.5K there. Seems like I have enough to just retire now. Not saying I'm retiring now, but possibly do so in 5 years. Please share your thought. Thanks. And his total comp is $380,000. Wow, you are doing very well, my friend. It seems like you are a senior manager or a senior software developer with that kind of comp. So yeah, I think at 32 years of age, you're making very good money. You're probably in the top 2% here in the US and you're doing very well. Is 1 million enough to retire? Well, let's just kind of do the math, right? If you have $1 million in the bank and you're able to generate, let's say, 5% interest on that principal, then you're talking about roughly $50,000 a year that you could reasonably live on. You said that you want to move to Southeast Asia where your total monthly costs will come out to $1,500 a month. I think you could definitely live comfortably and continue to build up your net worth. At your age of 32 years old, making 380,000, yeah, you hate your job, but there's other jobs out there too. Maybe it's the company culture. Maybe it's the job itself. Why not find something that keeps you busy, that gives you some sort of a purpose while also helping to build up your net worth? Oftentimes I think people just have this fantasy of just wanting to quit and just live on an island or live in a low cost country for the rest of their life. But what they don't realize is that things get old too. If you're just doing the same thing every day and just going out onto the beach and just living that lifestyle, things will get old at some point. And at your age, I would say my recommendation would be to just continue to work, continue to find something that is going to give you that passion and purpose, and continue to build up that net worth. I mean, you have the skills, clearly. If you're making $380,000 a year, man, you've got some very highly desirable skills in the marketplace that I think a lot of other employers are going to be willing to pay. So you just need to find that alignment and find something that will give you happiness. Now, if you are just fed up with just tech in general or the job function or just working period and you want to take a break, go for it. But I think most people will want to come back to work or do something that is productive. And who knows, this might be a great opportunity for you to move to a low cost country and start a business there, or maybe start some other side hustle that can also give you something to do so that you're not just doing nothing all day. But to answer your question directly, is $1 million enough to live on? For some lower cost of living countries in Asia, I would say, yeah, you could probably make that work. Here in the US, $1 million in a high cost of living place like LA, New York, or the Bay Area, I would say, hell no. $1 million, not even close, especially at your age. Is it enough to retire in a much more cheaper place like Austin, Texas, or I don't know, somewhere in Georgia? I don't know. I haven't done the math, but only you know what your consumption requirements are and how much your cost of living it looks like. So that's something you have to do for yourself. But those are kind of my 2 cents, especially for someone who as young as you are. You also say that you have a partner. So at some point, if you do settle down and have kids and have a family, that's also something to consider. So think about this, and you have plenty of time. It's not a decision you need to make right now, but I would just say, go about it in a strategic way and find something that you really enjoy doing. That's personally what I would do. I would not stop where you are right now. I think giving up your salary at this point, I mean, who knows? You could probably get it back, but you also don't know, and the marketplace can be a little bit stingy these days. And so trying to get that same job maybe elsewhere with that same comp might be much more of a challenge than you might think. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think $1 million is enough to retire in today's society, especially with inflation going on? Or do you think you need a little bit more, especially to live in a place like the US? Drop your comments down below, like this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.